Hey guys, welcome to another reaction video. Today I have never watched Minecraft The Power of the Dead, sponsoring Game Theory. Make sure to go check them out. Let's watch this video.
Hey you!
What?
Me? Yeah, you! Don't you want to play?
Hey, nice kicks you got there. Wonder what I'll get. My turn. Here you go, shopkeep. 1 gold ingot. Wait, this is just a wad of string. Fine, here's another one. What do I get? Random barters suck.
Oh god.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Game Theory, the show that's taken another dive into the deep end of Minecraft's hidden lore. It's also time for me to remind you that it's now the end of the 10-year anniversary month here on the channel, that is, which means that this is your absolute last chance to pick up the once-in-a-lifetime commemorative anniversary Theoryware hoodie or t-shirt with gold-printed references to...
I'm sorry I missed that. Oh god, I feel bad now. Hey, I'm on record. Don't speak.
the past 10 years of theories, available below the...
Wait, 10 years? It's probably been more years by now. Okay, yeah. It's from May.
This video only for the next few days. It's been almost 2 years since we started journeying down into this lore rabbit hole, but there's one...
Oh, hey, I didn't know this. Oh, hey, they had a dream. The Warden's secret one. Pause the video to see.
area of the Minecraft universe that I've yet to cover in depth. My friends, we are long overdue for a discussion of...
You mean the Nether?
The Netherlands.
I
meant the Nether...
Peter Pan!
lands, the Nether space lands. The lands of the Nether. The Nether regions. Oh, you know what I mean. The Nether is, in my estimation, one of the most misunderstood...
Wait a minute, where'd that take me to? Oh, no.
Good parts of the Minecraft canon, and it all stems from the widespread misconception that the Nether is located deep beneath the overworld. Now, don't get me wrong, I get why everyone thinks this. The Nether is located entirely underground with no sky above it. Dig up, and you'll only hit a bedrock ceiling. And the fact that distance traveled in the Nether translates to a much greater distance traveled in the overworld makes a lot of sense if they're concentric circles around a single core. Even the fact that they named the game's starting position as the overworld seems to imply the existence of an underworld, a world associated with Hades, the fire-filled, dangerous...
Oh no. Demon! I like humor.
hexscape filled with dead souls, which is exactly what the Nether is. I mean, you don't even have to go that far. By dictionary definition, Nether actually means lower in position, under or below. All the...
Really? Yes. I knew this. Because there's literally fire everywhere.
evidence is pointing to this one conclusion. Like, it is a slam dunk of a theory. At least it would be if it wasn't 100% wrong. Don't shoot the messenger here, friends. Minecraft's technical director, Nathan Adams, confirmed this in a tweet, saying that the Nether is a, quote, separate dimension. While the idea of the Nether being below the overworld is a common belief, it's not what they're going for. Well, you know what, Mojang? You could have fooled us. Anyway, knowing that the Nether is its own separate world connected
Really?
to the overworld only through portals has some shocking and unsettling implications for the Minecraft universe.
I don't care about unsettling, but if you guys are unsettled with that, then please leave the video.
First off, the idea of the Nether as a completely isolated underground ecosystem is fascinating. It is quite literally a world with no sun. In gameplay terms,
it's quarantine for COVID, basically.
This means that there's no day-night cycle. But on a more basic level, it leaves us with the fundamental question of how would a world like this actually be able to function? Like, where is it getting its energy from? After all, here on Earth, pretty much all our energy originates on the sun. Think about it. Either it's a plant who performs photosynthesis to draw energy from the sun, or it's an animal that gets its energy by eating those plants, or it's a carnivore that gets its energy by eating those animals, which is just getting energy from the sun with extra steps. So how do you sustain life in a world with no sun? The Nether proposes an answer: fungus. In the Nether, we have no plants, only fungus. Instead of trees, we have huge fungi. Instead of grass, we have nylium. Even the weeping vines, which may at first appear to be plants, must be a fungus based on their red color variant. Plants are green because of their chlorophyll, which is how they use photosynthesis. Fungus, on the other hand, doesn't get their energy from the sun, which is how they're
Oh, I didn't really think about that.
able to get colors like red and teal. But all of this leaves us with a big question. If the fungi aren't getting their energy from the sun like normal plants would, where do they get their energy from? Well, in the real world, fungi leach the nutrients that they need from the environment around them. It's why mushrooms are often found attached to rotting trees and logs. Even when mushrooms aren't directly attaching themselves to decaying organisms, they're able to get what they need from the soil, which is filled with nutrients from the creatures and plants that died and decomposed there. When you look at it like,
Oh, wait a minute. There is a lot of dirt there, pretty much. Since it is the core.
this, it would seem like the Nether should be a sustainable ecosystem, where various mobs like the piglins are able to survive by eating fungi, and when the piglins die, their bodies decompose and the nutrients are absorbed back by the fungi. It's all part of the circle of life. But there's one big problem with this system. It just doesn't work that way. The way humans and piglins and fungi and Minecraft Steve and Alex work is that we get nutrients in a really inefficient way. It isn't like the water cycle where there's a fixed amount of H2O that gets cycled around. When you eat plants or hamburgers or fungi or whatever for food,
Why are you thinking that? Why are you talking about the water cycle?
it's true, some of the calories in that food are going to go to help your body grow so that when your body eventually expires and decomposes, it's going to provide food for the worms, and the energy cycle continues. But think about the idea of burning calories. Those are the calories that you eat getting converted into other forms of energy, like movement and heat. Even when you're sitting completely still, your body is still burning calories to do things like pump blood through your veins, keep your lungs breathing air. Heck, even the process of digesting the food in the first place burns some number of calories, and that's all energy that plants and animals can't use. In short, the nutritional cycle of the ecosystem is losing energy, leaving the Nether with a constantly dwindling supply of useful resources needed to sustain life. If you need a good visual example for all this, a paper from 2008 looked at what's called the feed rate.
Oh my god, no. They're losing food. Hey, wait. Why are you speaking while I'm doing the video? Okay, so this is gonna last 10 minutes, so we better keep going.
Ratio for different animals like cows, pigs, and chickens.
Nice.
Cows, for example, have a feed ratio of 25:1, which means that for every 25 calories of feed that's given to a cow, we only get 1 calorie back of usable meat. This is actually one of the environmental arguments for vegetarianism, cutting out the inefficient middleman of these animals and just eating the plants ourselves. Or, at the very least, switching to meats that have a more sustainable feed ratio like chickens, which have a feed ratio of 4.5:1. Still fairly inefficient, but not nearly as wasteful as beef. The long and short of it, though, is that in no circumstance are you putting 1 calorie in and getting 1 calorie out. The system is constantly leaking energy. It's the basic principle of entropy, so how do you beat it? Well, on Earth, we have the benefit of not being a closed system. We import most of our
Spot Nightly of the Knights of Favonius reporting for duty. There's some more, but, I forgot. I'm not so good at remembering.
energy from outer space. Now, that might seem like a weird thing to say, but it's entirely true. We're constantly getting blasted with new energy from the sun at a rate of 173 million gigajoules per second. To put that number into perspective, that's around 12 times New York City's annual power consumption, hitting the Earth every second. And that means that while the nutritional cycle is constantly losing energy, it's also gaining a ton of energy as plants capture that from the sun. And mind you, it takes a lot of energy from the sun to sustain this. The only way the circle of life thing actually works is for literally 99.9% of life on land to be plant. Plants can harness energy from the sun. The rest of us are basically just freeloading off their hard work. So with all that context, let's talk Minecraft. The overworld works the same way as Earth. Lots of plants and the sun constantly pumping in new energy, but the Nether doesn't seem to work that way. It's a closed ecosystem. There isn't energy coming from an outside source. So how can the Nether survive? Well, when you think about it, the Nether actually is chock full of an abundant energy source. A much darker, more disturbing, and sinister source of energy. Souls. Like seriously, there is nothing subtle about the horror of souls trapped in the sand beneath your feet in the Nether, but the idea that the—
Oh my god. Wait, what? They're gonna come for you when you're sleeping. Yeah, I'm not happy about dreaming about that tonight.
these trapped souls might serve as a source of energy for the biome is actually well supported within established Minecraft lore. In the newly released Minecraft dungeons, the souls that you obtain from killing mobs can be used as a power source for various artifacts. And several months ago, when I did a video analyzing the reveal of the Warden mob with Dream, we pointed out that the Warden appears to be powered by caged souls that are trapped in its chest. Heck, you've probably even harnessed the energy yourself if you've ever run a soul sand farm. It's the best way to grow nether wart for making potions.
Okay, I think I'm going to end this now. So goodbye. Hope you guys have a great time.